Just imagine if you could go on Amazon and order a piece of highly absorbent paper towel, roughly the same size as a football field, with free shipping to Namyang in South Korea, home of Hyundai R&D. Imagine how much egg that would wipe off the IT development department's face. Almost enough, perhaps. Coming up, most hilarious recall of 2022, so far at least, and counting. I'm John Cadogan from AutoExpert.com.au, and I get new cars cheap for buyers here in Australia. Website for that, obviously, or you can just, click the car that's up there now, dude. It might be upside down today, entertainingly. If it is, just a glitch. It's pretty cold today. We'll get to that. Hyundai Miracle. And yes, it is kind of ridiculous that they can't even standardise the pronunciation of their brand globally. Anyway, Hyundai Miracle has issued an urgent recall on 714 American Santa Fe hybrid electric vehicles and plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. You know, the ones that we can't get here in Australia, essentially because ScoMo is such a pathetic, entrenched, coal-humping cock. Personal opinion. They're not bursting into flame or anything, or exploding, disappointingly. The wheels are not randomly falling off in traffic, and the glass roofs aren't even flying up into the wide blue yonder unexpectedly on the 401. Damn it. The defect this time, the LCD instrument display might suddenly and without warning upon startup, quote, fail to comply with the requirements of Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard number 101, controls and displays. Well, that's disappointing, I have to say. I was expecting more, like, I'm not even close to uncontrolled in-trouser urination at this point, and I was kind of hoping for that on an otherwise drab but, I suppose, serviceable Tuesday afternoon. Oh well. Senior bureaucrat shitkickers at NHTSA, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration in former Trumpistan, have issued this 3-page PDF and that official 2-page letter of indignation from the Office of Defects Investigation to some dude at Hyundai Miracle in Fountain Valley, California, nestled in between Miles Square Golf Course, the Santa Ana River, and Huntington Beach. Very nice. It's a hell of a long way from there to Newton and Watts. However, there is some bladder control lessening detail within that correspondence. The instrument panel cluster liquid crystal display in the subject vehicles may have been produced with incorrect resistors, resulting in the possibility of an inverted image of associated controls, gauges and telltale indicators upon startup of the vehicle at extremely low temperatures. I'm feeling it in the water now, I have to say. So, this vehicle has one of those newfangled flat panel instrument clusters, kind of like your TV screen. It paints the instruments in front of your face, so that's kind of clever. There's actually no instruments there at all. It's all just ones and zeros, just like the Matrix. Online porn, cat video, speedo, taco, it's all the same to an LCD panel. They're just following orders. Only sometimes, in this case, mission-critical ones and zeros might be upside downified. So that's different. Car boots up, instruments go upside down. Perhaps Sir took the red pill this morning. But aside from that, all good. Gravity still working just fine. So that's a relief. I must say, this potential defect is a tad Picasso, even for them. Someone needs to explain to me, in perhaps words of 2 syllables or less, how the actual fuck this kind of thing can happen. Like, dude, I have owned roughly 1 billion computers over several winters since the age of the dinosaurs, whence I was born, approximately, and none of them ever did that. Imagine if a Boeing 787 or an Airbus A380 just did that randomly in the cockpit between starting the ground roll and V2. How impossibly entertaining. Like, yeah, sometimes the car just wakes up a bit chilly and decides it's in Australia. We forgot to flip the not in Australia switch on those ones. It's on the back of the module. Sorry. Perhaps it's an uniquely American problem, like if you, I don't know, drive over a gangbanger or a hood rat at the wrong speed during the winter solstice, with a root beer in one hand and a desert eagle in the other. Yes. If you do that, then the Coriolis and Coriolis component of the Earth's rotation just knocks that switch into antipodes mode. Then, dude, it's just dogs and cats living together in sin until the heat death of the Pentagon. It's all very technical, I'm sure. All I can say is, feel our pain momentarily, American mother lovers. This is how we roll. Instruments upside down 24/7. Everything else, ditto. Do we bitch and moan about it to the regulator like pussies? No. We just suck it up like the hard sons and daughters of Anzacs we are. We get on with the job. Inverted, quietly. Oi, oi, oi. We don't go running to Nancy Pelosi for a neck rub and a feelings-appeasing peck on the friggin' cheek. We don't ask Trump to ask Vlad to sort this kind of thing out. We just drive, dude, on the wrong side of the road, upside down, and we take care of business. Not like you endlessly moaning American wimps, apparently. Crying into your watered-down Budweiser cat's piss simply because the sky is underneath the friggin' ground. Like, where else should it be? Anywho, well done there, senior Namyang IT PCB designing geniuses. Love your work. And if you happen to be an American affected by this terrible problem, the ossification of your Santa Fe, Hyundai will fix it for you for free. Any dealership can do this work, and it only takes about half an hour, so calm down, dude. They just remove the driver's seat and they pop rivet it to the ceiling. Job done. Y'all have a nice day now. Why fly all the way to Australia, where there are hardly any guns, and thus the risk of being shot entertainingly in the middle of the street is almost zero? Like, so boring. When you can experience the sheer inverted monotony of Australia for yourself, inverted, busted-ass cattle scrub and desert from coast to coast, not a single in-and-out burger anywhere. You can do that now from the comfort, or at least hanging upside down from the ceiling like a vampire, of your planet-saving hybrid Santa Fe. Yes. No reports yet of any Australian Hyundai dashboards going right way up. Thank the Sky Ferry for small mercies there. That would be like totally confusing.